So Black Friday shoppers are flocking to stores in the United States. The National Retail Federation expects them to turn out this year in record numbers, 130.4 million, in fact, today alone. Now, some, though, may be limited to just window shopping. That's because of the economy. People are expected to spend a little less for the holidays this year. The pinch from tariffs and the weakening job market are sapping U.S. consumer confidence. Now, it fell this month to its lowest level since April. Jeremy Goldman is the Senior Director of Marketing, Retail, and Tech Briefings at EMARKETER, and he joins us now. Happy Friday. Despite all the downer news on the economy, you still expect a pretty robust holiday period starting today, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we actually see that a lot of people have done their shopping and began in earnest a while ago. We actually have a little bit more of a positive overall holiday forecast. eMarketer says that retail e-commerce sales will grow 7% from last year, and physical retail will be up too. But again, you're right, there's a lot of uncertainty that we're covering that is going to be very interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, kind of a bare knuckle season for a lot of retailers who are really hoping that this season makes or breaks their year. Okay, listen, confession here. I am old enough to remember Cyber Monday. Remember that? So, Jeremy, that's why I and many viewers need you. So please explain to us how AI-assisted shopping is impacting or could impact retail numbers and trends this year.
Yeah, it's a great question, and things really are shaping up to be very interesting. So for those of you who haven't used them yet, tools like ChatGPT are popping up left and right. We also see major retailers like Target and Amazon and Walmart, and they're introducing on-site tools that are AI-assisted shopping. And a lot more users, particularly young users, you're probably not surprised by that, are getting more and more comfortable at using AI to help not necessarily purchase, but to start to do some of that discovery and research. They're getting very good at that. And I think that that's a trend that we're expecting to have a real impact for the first time probably this year, but it's still around the edges. And I think that there are still a lot of people who are still getting comfortable with Gen AI, and it's going to take a while to see this play out over the next few years.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, though, if it does actually transform shopping the way, obviously, online shopping has transformed everything that we buy and how we buy it. I do want to talk to you about this counter AI trend, though, and this is fascinating to me. Apparently, it's led by groups like Amazon, you know, that they want to pull people away from those buying agents. What's that all about?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about who wants to be in charge, for lack of a better term. I mean, like everything else in life. And, you know, ChatGPT really feels that they can get other people to plug into their ecosystem. That's what Target is doing by being tightly integrated with ChatGPT and allowing people to buy through an AI interface. And Amazon has basically said, you know, hold up, we have quite a lot of market power. We want people to go the old-fashioned way, visit our site, use our AI shopping tools, and we don't want to be crawled by a site like ChatGPT. And I think that's a really interesting kind of who will win fight that we're going to see play out over the next few years. And, you know, there's a lot of dollars at stake, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just in the merchandise that you're buying, but in advertising as well. As so many of these businesses now have all this revenue just coming from advertising, they need people on those sites. Before I let you go, I've only got about 30 seconds left. Is there a trend over the last few weeks that surprised you at all? Like, what are you seeing with consumers? Or has this gone really much better than you thought it would when we looked at the whole tariff situation from the spring?
That's one thing that we were following very closely throughout the whole year. And I think essentially tariff-based uncertainty, which is still real, but it's kind of factored into the equation for the average consumer, you know? So do we think that we're going to see a little bit more unease in Q4 that could make things a bit more rocky through December? Absolutely. But generally speaking, the economy has held up. It's just you see people who are shopping off of value a lot more than we would have anticipated. And I think that for retailers that are offering the right kinds of value at the right time throughout the holiday season, they're going to probably be smiling come January.
Yeah, interesting. And so much of that has to do with the timing on the discounts that you're giving consumers. Jeremy Goldman, learned a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.